In the criminal justice system, the people,
Pimps, addicts, thieves, bums, winos, girls who can't keep an address, and men who don't care.
are represented by two separate yet equally important groups.
A cop, a flatfoot, a bull, a dick, John Law, you're the fuzz, the heat, you're poison, you're trouble, you're bad news.
These are their stories.
A liberal media watchdog group has filed suit against the Federal Trade Commission, saying it was placed under investigation in retaliation for its reporting about extremist content on the social media platform X.
What?
Yeah, Media Matters is noting that in this suit filed yesterday in federal court in Washington, that White House appointees at the Federal Trade Commission were seeking to punish the organization on behalf of Elon Musk, the billionaire owner of X, who, until recently, of course, had a prominent role in the Trump administration. The FTC notified, again, this Media Matters, notified them that it was investigating Media Matters over whether its reporting on X amounted to illegal collusion with advertisers. Again, they're pro-Nazi posts on X, and again, Media Matters reporting that the ads were appearing next to these pro-Nazi posts, and they were suggesting, you know, this is an odd place for advertisers to be, and does this, in a sense, threaten the future of X? Two subsequent investigations from attorneys general in Missouri and Texas, which Media Matters asserts were both also retaliatory, were later dismissed by federal judges on First Amendment grounds. That continues on. And a federal jury yesterday awarding $500,000 to the widow and the estate of a police officer who killed himself 9 days after he helped defend the U.S. Capitol from a mob of rioters. He defended it against this mob, including a man who scuffled with the officer during the attack. That 8-member jury ordered that man, who's a 69-year-old chiropractor named David Walls Kaufman, to pay $380,000 in punitive damages and $60,000 in compensatory damages to Aaron Smith for assaulting her husband, who's a Metropolitan Police officer, Jeffrey Smith, defending the Capitol inside the Capitol on January 6, 2021. They awarded an additional $60,000 to compensate Jeffrey Smith's estate for his pain and suffering.
Is this the first time we've seen the family of a Capitol police officer win a case like this in regards to January 6th? Because
I'd have to look at the civil cases. I know there were some brought. I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
Tony, can you grab the picture of the guy off of it's there on the rundown? No? Okay, don't worry about it. But it's Googleable. This guy, David Walls Kaufman, the 69-year-old chiropractor who was inside the Capitol and again assaulted Aaron Smith's husband, Jeffrey Smith. So that is a $500,000 award to the widow and to the estate of that heroic officer who took his life 9 days after the conflict. The Trump administration saying yesterday it will open up 58 million acres of backcountry in national forests to road construction and development, removing protections that had been in place for a quarter century. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins announcing plans to repeal the Roadless rule. That's been in effect since 2001. It had preserved the wild nature of nearly a third of the land in national forests in the U.S. This was the quote from the Agriculture Secretary as she did this. Once again, President Trump is removing absurd obstacles to common sense management of our natural resources by rescinding the overly restrictive Roadless rule. Environmental groups, of course, say the plan could destroy some of America's untouched landscapes. It will be challenged in court. But meantime, this could go on. The way in which this has been done in the past, I'm talking about oil drilling, I'm talking about leasing, is it's green lit and it goes ahead, and then the court case goes ahead. And so it's very hard to undo what has been done. It's very hard to bring back the trees that you've already clear-cut.
Mm-hmm.
The unspoiled land in question includes the Tongass National Forest in Alaska. That's North America's largest temperate rainforest. Also included Reddish Knob in the Shenandoah Mountains, one of the highest points in Virginia, and millions of acres of the Frank Church River of No Return wilderness in Idaho. Most Americans value these pristine backcountry areas for their sense of wilderness, for the clean water they provide, for the fishing and hunting and wildlife habitat, said Chris Wood, who's the chief executive of Trout Unlimited. It's an environmental group. When President Clinton used executive authority to protect the forests weeks before leaving office in 2001, it was hailed by conservationists as the most significant step since President Theodore Roosevelt laid the foundation for the National Forest System. It blocked logging, road building, and mining and drilling on 58 million acres of the remaining undeveloped national forest lands. And now, that's all undone.
Tune in again next time for more Law and Disorder on The Mark Thompson Show.
All right, that's it. Let's roll. Hey, let's be careful out there.
Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.